Tonight, Barbara Walters presents.
Did you ever really say this quote, "I truly, honestly believe that if I chose to be the President of the United States, I could"?
Yes, absolutely.
I had a dream that I wanted to accomplish, and that was to win an Olympic gold medal. I just went for it.
And now I'd like to entertain everybody with some fancy pageant walking.
Do you think that your impersonation of Sarah Palin in any way affected the election?
I'm going to Washington to serve the people of this great country.
We're supposed to throw away everything we believe in?
Rush, you recently re-signed your contract for something like $38 million a year with a $100 million bonus. Are you worth it?
Of course.
I'm saying that when the president does it, that means it's not illegal.
Would it mean a great deal to you to win an Oscar?
Yes.
Are you ever afraid it's going to be over by the time you're 20?
Sometimes I'm definitely, I'm like, okay, is that girl me? Am I just, it for now?
What did you do that you regret?
What, do you have a list?
Well, I mean, I can bring up some, but you can bring up some.
You bring them up.
The 10 most fascinating people of 2008.
Good evening and welcome. This year's most fascinating people could be found on the silver screen, on the campaign trail, and in the swimming pool. The most fascinating is a secret. At least we've tried to keep it one. And we will reveal the name about 50 minutes from now. But we'll never get there if we don't get started. Next on the list is a man who just signed a contract worth hundreds of millions of dollars for sitting alone in a small room with a microphone. Rush Limbaugh may be on the losing side of this election, but he comes out of 2008 a very big winner.
The views expressed by the host of this program are the result of a daily, relentless, unstoppable pursuit of the truth. By the way,
20 million people a week listen to Rush Limbaugh, the most powerful and successful conservative radio talk show host in the country. Even partial deafness, cured with a cochlear implant, hasn't cramped his style.
it's the first black president. I mean, this is a seminal moment. I got past that the second day after the election. I can't tell you how many
And
times-
no one would say he's afraid of an argument.
The exit polls in 2002 said the Democrats didn't retake the Congress because they were wrong on values.
Of course, no one would say I was either. Rush, you recently re-signed your contract for something like $38 million a year with a $100 million bonus. Are you worth it?
Of course.
We're in an economic slowdown, and you're making more money. You're one of these people that, that we talk about who gets richer and richer while everybody else gets poorer and poorer, right?
Now, don't lump this. My wealth, if you want to describe it that way, is a result of work. The audience is large. They're loyal. What recession?
I see. For you, there's no recession.
Well, I just choose not to participate.
4 years from now, best Republican candidates.
I love Sarah Palin. I think Sarah Palin is the exact opposite of her mainstream media caricature. The thing that happened with Sarah Palin, I think, is illustrative of another battle that's shaping up, and that's a battle between elites, the smart people, and those they do not think are smart. And I think the reason Sarah Palin was disgusting to even Republicans was that she's from Alaska and that she didn't go to the right schools. She's geographically
she didn't seem informed, Rush.
The fact that she didn't seem informed in one interview.
Are you elite?
No.
You came from a very good family. You had money. Why aren't you elite?
Elitism is an attitude born of where you did go to school. I would never be allowed into any elite club. I didn't graduate college.
I want to quote something you said. Does the country actually want to watch a woman get older before their eyes on a daily basis? You said this about Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
You have watched me get older on a daily basis.
Right.
Sarah Palin, whom you love, is going to get older on a daily basis. Men get older on a daily basis. What's with you, Rush?
The context.
I never thought I'd be sitting here doing a number with you.
The context of the statement was how unfair our culture is to aging women versus aging men.
You weren't fighting our battle.
I was.
No.
I meant it as a comment on our culture in a sympathetic way.
I will let that go.
And I'm not going to listen.
Cocky as he is professionally, in his personal life, Rush has had his share of setbacks. In the 90s, he became addicted to prescription painkillers taken for back pain and went to rehab at the Meadow Center in Arizona. What did you learn about yourself that you didn't know?
I was raised in a prominent family in a small town. And one of our mottos was, don't do anything to embarrass the family. In my case, I took it to mean, don't be who I am. Try to find out who they want me to be and then be that. And when you do that, you're basically telling yourself that who you are is worthless. What the rehab process taught me was to realize there's nothing wrong with who I am.
So who is Rush Limbaugh?
Well, you're talking to the real Rush Limbaugh. I am a harmless, lovable little fuzzball, but I am the most unthreatening, tolerant, lovable guy you could ever meet.
Rush, you darling fuzzball, say something nice about the next president of the United States.
Say something. I love these questions. I absolutely. I've never met him, but he appears to be a sincere and genuinely nice person. I just happen to think that the things that he's sincere about, I hope I'm wrong, are not the best things for the country right now. But
Thank you, fuzzball.
Thank you, Ms. Walters. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here and
Me
on
too.
this show.
Next.
The reports were that the Germans were unhappy because you're a Scientologist.
Feel like a circus at the moment.
Everybody said you were going to be the next big thing, you know. Then it took like 30 years.
Plus, the most fascinating person of the year.